And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports One. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Port here on a Wednesday. Barnes and Tony, once again. What's going on, brother?
Not much, dude. Happy to be here. Happy hump day, Wednesday, farmers. We're talking Koepka.
We're talking looming divorce, potentially, or separation.
Dude. I don't know. It sounds kind of fishy, dude.
I know.
Sounds fishy. But I'm doing well, dude. How are you doing today?
Yeah, pretty good. You know, another day closer to the baseball season. It was kind of funny, actually. Yesterday afternoon, had another, Discord chat with Josh and Chief and Ernie. And Ernie was just trying to lay it out basically that he understands where all of us are coming from, this and that. So it seems like we're at a more of a resting place with this, but I don't think it's fully resolved, but I think we're getting there.
Okay, that's good, dude. That's good.
Well, because I think for my whole thing with this is I just don't feel like in any way, shape, or form that I am whatever I say is crazy. I don't feel that, and it's so I mean that's just kind of my thing, and I think it would be different if I was saying oh yeah, they're definitely gonna win every year, this and that. But I never say that, and it's all just more looking why we can win, not why we can't win.
Right. No,
which is glass half full, glass empty, right?
Yeah, no, it is a positive take, I suppose, on it. When you say that things are kind of smoothing out, what do you mean?
No, we just had a conversation, and there was some understanding, not a full but I was even saying something too with Josh. I wish he was listening, but feel bad too. We miss Josh B, honestly.
We do.
The old Josh B before corporate America wrestled him away from us.
Yeah.
But just I was also saying that it seems like
Everybody loves wrestling.
that he that he just gets a kick out of attacking what I'm saying or saying that I'm wrong. And then he was like, oh well, I did acknowledge the Judge hit in the playoffs. Well, I was like, well, yeah, that's the first stepping stone, Tony, to full whatever, kumbaya, whatever you want to say.
Yeah. And the Ernie phony fan. Was that talked about as well?
I'm trying to. I guess it was because I just couldn't get over. I was mentioning the Manny jersey, which I feel like is unforgivable. You want to talk about jersey collections all you want,
right?
I think you don't own rival teams' merchandise. And then the Yankee boy thing. It's just you would never call a Mets fan a Met boy,
right?
It's just that was just a little, So yeah, a couple things to iron out, but I think the important thing is that everybody's all good. There's no tension or anything. But I just feel listen, sure, we all have this thing where at the end of the day, a lot of times, right? I mean, we think that we're always right about things, but this is just one thing where I just feel I'm just being real.
Yeah.
I think it would be different if I denied the frustrations that all of us Yankee fans feel, with Boone, with Cashman, with how offseason moves. But I share those all the time. So that's all. But one thing that I don't like, and I don't know if you saw this, is that they are supposedly considering bringing back Paul Goldschmidt, which is just dude, bring him back as an assistant coach. He's done. He showed us second half last year, fell off a cliff, was the dumbest thing ever to start him. in the playoffs for the last game against Toronto. That didn't make any sense. And me and Matt, we always crack up because, like, in hindsight, not during the moment, because obviously it's frustration, but now that time's passed by, but just like every time we'd up, be like, all right, come on, pull, hit the ball, pull. And it's just like what we're saying it because it's just like we know he's beat. Like,
Right.
it's over. You know, I don't care about the 872 OPS against left-handers last year or whatever it was. But, right, I mean, I know, like, you weren't watching every game, but it's just like I feel like he had that hot start.
Yeah.
And then nothing. I mean, done, no
Yeah.
power. Like, it just, I feel like he's a good clubhouse guy, so have him as an assistant. But I just think there's no reason to have him on the roster. And, you know, you want to bring in other right-handers, that's fine. But just bring in people that are worth it. Like, let's not have Spencer Jones or Jason Dominguez in the minors because we're bringing in Austin Slater again. You know what I mean? It's like, just be smart with
Is
it.
there a lack of options at first? Like what?
Well, not if, I mean, I guess, not even though, because
Right?
if you think about it, Bellinger
Yeah.
plays first. Oswaldo can play first, so we don't need anything.
Yeah.
Like, they're just another right-handed bat, but it's like we have Rosario and we have either Volpe or Caballero. You know, I'm hoping that it's Caballero, and that was another point of contention that we were talking about in the chat is that both of them really were saying that they were not convinced that Caballero can be an everyday player and that he's a bench player. I mean, any insight there?
Oh, this is from the TCA gang. You were saying said this.
Josh and Ernie specifically.
Yeah.
Chief likes him though. Chief likes.
Chief does like
yeah.
him. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I would trust him as an everyday player. I feel like he can prove himself. No, I mean, I guess I also see where they're coming from, but I don't know. I would trust him to be an everyday player.
Yeah, and then of course, by the way, we just got this, you know, maybe we'll have to send him a short that we miss him. Super corporate America today, boys. Fuck my life.
Wow.
That was in the Mets Yankees group chat.
There we go.
I'm gonna say sorry to hear that, brother. You are getting plenty of shout outs on the show.
That's for sure, dude.
Too
many even.
But like, yeah, and it's like I know, you know, you look at Caballero's numbers, and they're not great for his career. But the sample size we had the Yankees was,
Yeah.
and believe it or not, all those numbers other than in the power department are you know, we're talking about everything, including fielding, all better than Volpe. As mediocre as the offensive numbers might be, all better.
His numbers are really mediocre. I'm looking at them right now.
But what are Volpe's?
Also mediocre and bad.
But his are better.
But,
His
yeah.
batting average is better. I would think the OPS might be better.
I mean,
I know the stolen bases are better. So that's why it's just like,
Jeez,
dude, I
man.
don't care. Even if he's the same offensive player as Volpe, he's stealing and he's not making these bonehead errors. Volpe cost us a lot of games last year. And I think if you look at the numbers,
yeah.
he really performed at a high level. What was that, 40-something games with the Yankees last year?
Looking at
800 OPS?
40 games, right? Yeah, 79
260,
at bats.
what, 3 homers?
OPS, hold on,
8.
was 8.
I mean,
Keep going?
once we're
No.
saying 8, right? I mean, that's all we need to hear. Volpe's
No, yeah,
in sixes.
828.
Yeah.
Stole 15 bags with the Yankees. Stole 49 on the season.
Yeah.
Which is really good. Batting average 266, highest on his career. I mean, you're not wrong. He steals bags. You know,
Right, and
twice.
if he's producing close to that, Tony,
Mhm.
I mean, that's all you need. Especially we're talking about what Volpe's doing, hitting 209.
When comparing him to Volpe, yeah, it's
Yeah.
not. It's not.
I don't care
not
about
a
the
comparison.
19 homers. To me, Volpe's just a broken player. You know, and needs to get out of it.
Yeah,
It
the
doesn't mean that he
212
can't
last year.
find somewhere else. Yeah, 212 is terrible. So I don't know.
OPS
Like-
of 663,
Like if it was up to you,
18 stolen bags.
would it be let's see how Caballero looks in that first month and then everything's equal, or you know, how would you look at the shortstop situation?
I guess giving Caballero a month is good. I wouldn't give him too much time. I would have him on a pretty short leash, to be honest. Again, just look at those numbers. I mean, what is it, 4 or 5 years in the league? And, you know, last season, 266 was his highest batting average. Other years were 220s, you know, just like
Right.
Volpe.
Better than Volpe, though.
Better than Volpe, yes. The stolen bags are huge. Led the league last year, led the league 2 years ago.
Mhm.
Did lead the league, I think it said 2 years ago, with getting caught stealing, I think 16 times.
Yeah, just stole a bunch.
Stole a bunch, dude, which is good. You like the speed, you know, around the bags, but Yeah, dude, short leash. Try him out for a month. What other options do you have there?
I mean, you
Yeah.
have Oswaldo Cabrera. He came up as a shortstop, even though he
Right.
hasn't played a bunch. They're expecting him to be in the mix. Lombard's not ready.
So it's
I mean,
either-
Rosario isn't going to play short, so
No.
it's really the two of them. But Caballero's great defensively, like I said, and I just feel like he had some clutch
Yeah,
hits
that is
last
huge.
year. And I just love the fact that he could go anytime. Like, I feel like the Mets have never even had a guy like that. Like, I know, like, Reyes stole some bags, but I'm talking about a perennial 50 base stealer. Have they had that?
Perennial.
I don't even think, did Reyes even reach 50 with the Mets, or he might have?
Definitely did, dude.
But I feel like that peak was very short. I feel like he
Yeah, I
morphed
guess
into
so.
30 steals and 20 high 20s in steals. Is he the Mets all-time leader in
He
steals?
is, yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Stolen bags. He stole, yeah, dude. He stole 60 in 05, 64 in 06, 78 in 07, 56 in 08, and then the drop off happened.
Okay. So yeah, but that was probably the
injury-
only guy though. That's what I mean. And like,
Oh,
how
yeah,
special was that as a fan watching? Every time he's on, you just feel like,
No,
okay,
literally.
he can go and he's
Takes
gonna get it.
second.
He's
Yeah,
gonna
exactly.
steal. He's
Yeah,
gonna
he's
be
gonna steal.
safe.
He's gonna get it, dude.
I feel
Crazy.
like Soto's gonna get caught stealing a lot this year.
No,
'Cause,
I think
like,
you're wrong, dude.
no, but I'm saying
35
no,
stolen bags. Maybe 5 times he gets caught
Dude,
stealing.
no,
Maybe
but-
5.
nobody was expecting him to go last year. Plus, the rare other way poach, we did take I don't know, whoever was ahead of the base running from the Mets last year. And was part of those secondary leads and stolen bases. I don't know the guy's name. He's our first
The
base
coach?
Yeah.
The first base coach.
I'll look him up.
He was the first base coach last year for the Mets.
I have to look up
Not
if
the
he
third
was.
base.
Let me see. So Yankees first base coach, Dan Fiorito.
Dan Fiorito. Doesn't really sound familiar.
Let me just see. Maybe he's, but I swear he was from the Mets.
He's from
Unless
Yonkers.
it's a different coach.
From Yonkers, dude. Went to Fordham Prep and then Manhattanville. No way, dude.
No, okay, so he wasn't on the Mets last year, but I swear there's somebody else, like a base running coordinator or something, that we got, but I don't know.
Let's see. Yankees hire former Mets coach. How about
Um, yeah.
that? Former Mets coach. Everyone stand by. Not interested, AI. Not Rojas. We know that. What? No, yeah, I don't know. This is from Mario Garza, international scout. I don't know, dude.
Yeah. I'll find it.
You'll find it, dude. Those damn Yankees poaching all these former Met guys is crazy, Ernie.
Yeah, Ernie feels like he's
Um,
doing a corporate America today as well.
So him and Josh B and Ernie were like, they just don't want Jose Caballero.
No,
or
they're just
like-
saying. No, Josh was
they
just
wanna
saying that
get
like
someone
he's
else?
effective stealing off the bench, but I don't agree with that. I don't know. I just don't agree with that. I think he's effective anytime he's on the base. He doesn't need to be pinch running. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess again, I would give him short leash this year. Kind of figure it out and roll with the punches. But again, I mean, like you're saying, I mean, if his defense is really that stout, then I mean, hey, I mean, that's really a huge upgrade from Volpe.
Yeah,
you know?
and listen, I know I'm going against the grain, and
What?
I'm saying like
Mhm.
it's his stats show, like if you look at his numbers in his career, that he's not a starting player.
No.
He's a mediocre offensive player. But I don't know. I just feel like what I saw last year was a clutch player and a player that you want on your team. And I think that was one of the more underrated trades that the Yankees made last year.
It was a good trade
While
he was playing them.
yes.
That was crazy.
So, we'll see how that works out. There's a bunch more we want to talk about, but we got a
Get
bunch
the
of comments.
Come on, man.
What do we got?
Get to the fans here, the loyal, the faithful. Danny V in the house first. Morning, boys. Kev Do, Ernie, kick rocks. He says, have a great show, boys. Thank you, Bernie. We have Michael Theophil also in the house. Says, go Rangers. Going to be an epic show as usual, filled with stories, sports, and laughs. He says, no doubt you've already got all 3 of those things. John Pollock says, what the F was that Red Wings losing to the Kings last night. I think it was like 3-1 or something.
Not good.
Not great, dude. It's all right. He'll bounce back. Detroit basketball, he said, though, won again. And he says, Josh B is my best friend. My mother in the house says, no worries, Brian. I'm sure it's all in good fun. And then she wants to know, what does fanboy mean?
I don't know. I mean, I don't even know. That was never a word of mine. If it was up to me, I would never say it again. It just seems like it's just like a stupid thing to say at the end of the day. That's how I feel.
John Pollock says, good morning to my mother. Goon in the house says, today's the big day. Big
Obviously, Rangers,
rivalry
Islanders.
match. Yes, dude. John Pollock says, Goon, what up? Always love baseball talk, Goon says, but today is the day I can't wait for the ice segment,
Imagine
dude.
just having a team that, had a chance to not only be in the playoffs, but do something in the playoffs. That would be nice for now. So you understand why he's excited.
Yeah.
And obviously, sure, rivalry games always good, no matter what the records of the teams are.
Right.
But it just takes it away because, again, we keep going back to this, and I'm sure Ernie will get a chuckle out of this, but I feel like the whole, even if we win tonight, like it's the whole, what does that even mean?
Yeah, it would be nice to
know?
get the win, though,
But what would it take for you to, because in knowing, too, you're talking about Vinny T could be out the door as well as Panarin. What would it take for you to actually think like they have a chance to make the playoffs? Like, what would have to happen?
I don't know. I mean, I guess they obviously, winning games would probably be one, actually playing like
But what winning?
you have
What
some of heart,
is it? 7 out of 10? Is it 10 out of 12? Is it
oh boy,
15 and 5? What is it?
15 and 5 in your next 20 sounds good. Yeah,
Yeah.
It would have to be something like that. Pretty
Would you say
astronomical?
0.9
9 chance of happening.
happening?
Probably even less than that, dude.
What's up with Igor too? Any updates there?
No,
I thought it seemed like he was getting close. Like
really.
like,
I mean,
they were saying he joined a skate I think a week or two ago.
really, dude.
Pretty
I
sure,
didn't
yeah.
even hear that. And I know it was what? I mean, it was 4 to 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, something like that.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I'm sure they're in no rush to get him back,
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess we'll see what happens. But I'm stoked for the game tonight, Coon. Matt Bruh in the house says, Morno there.
Good to have him here.
Bruz, dude. John Pollock is sitting by, he says.
Well, I don't get that. Sitting by for the ice to talk?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
Okay.
Detroit Red
Doesn't
Wings.
want to talk
Yep.
Scooble?
Doesn't want to touch school. Oh, boy, I'll get him started. Mate says, currently -2 degrees.
You know what's
he says.
interesting? And I know maybe I'm built differently. And I will say, too, I don't have the strength that I used to have like you have, Tony, where you're going for a run in the shorts and it's single digits out. Like, I can't do that anymore. But for a short time outside, I have to say, like, for instance, I was at Sam's last night. And actually, every time I go over her house, I actually wear shorts no matter what time of the year it is because the temperature is always over 70. Like, they're, like, keeping it, like, extra warm.
That's tough.
And you know me, like, it's like, So... but when I walk outside and it's single digits, but I have a sweatshirt and a jacket on, but shorts for like, a minute, like I feel like it doesn't even affect me. Like it's like, I don't know.
Not bad.
I don't know if it's just like living in this climate for so long, but like I feel like it too, especially bundled up. It doesn't feel that bad. It's just if like you just were to wear a light sweatshirt or something,
Right.
then it's beat.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
if you got the right, coat and jacket on, fine.
Yeah,
Not that big of a deal.
Not that big of a deal, dude.
Like you, 20 beers, not hungover.
Not hungover, dude. Not that big of a deal. Ernie in the house with the year.
Yeah.
And then Goon here says Moneyball doesn't work, Brian. He's a bench player.
But I could argue that somebody named Anthony Volpe is more of a bench player.
Do you ever see that movie, Moneyball?
I don't know if I saw the whole thing.
Oh, come on. It was a good movie, dude.
No, I would give it a try because Jonah Hill, right? Brad Pitt.
Yeah, Jonah Hill, Brad Pitt. Yeah.
I would watch it. If like there's nothing to watch.
If there's nothing to watch.
Well, I gotta finish Suits first.
And then, oh my gosh.
Come on, dude. You're telling me dinner with Harvey wouldn't be a good time? Like a couple pops, like just talking business.
I suppose it would. My mother says, how do you know it's bad? Fanboy is bad. It's a derogatory term for someone who is kind of like blindly following a team, can't really admit if they're not really constructed well.
And we talk about eyes closed. Eyes are wide open, so there's no blind. And that's why it doesn't apply.
Right.
That's why it doesn't apply.
Right, exactly. Goon says, Brian sounds to the Rangers what he's mad about the Yankees for. You sound like a doomer, Brian.
But I feel like it's such a different situation, and Tony knows that. Like, what does that even mean? Because it's like the Rangers are under 500. They told you that they're selling the team. I mean, it's like the Yankees are a perennial 90-win team every single year. So how is that the same thing? It's not.
It's not. It's not. Goon says Ilya Sorokin versus Justin Quick today, even though it's Jonathan Quick. I don't know if that was facetious or
you think any chance to Spence Martin start and get Sorokin at the Sorokin at the Garden, or they want to match up the two tenders because it's a back-to-back? I'm saying.
Yeah, I guess they want to match up the two tenders. Oh yeah, let's do it.
Look it up, dude.
Look it up. Look it up. Daily face-off. Starting goalies, dude, may not be confirmed now. Unconfirmed, but Jonathan Quick is.
Oh yeah, why did they say Shesterkin?
Because you wanted to be starting. Yeah, that's probably why.
Spencer Martin, though, last time I got the win, right, against the Flyers. Yeah.
The Flyers, though, fraudulent team. John Pollock says no baseball talk for me. And then Goon teasing Rangers fanboys for half the season. I was telling you since the start, the Rangers are not going to perform well this season. Your coach is bad. I think there's a lot more wrong with the team than just the coaching, to be honest, Goon. But yeah.
I mean, it's one of those things where, talking about being blind, we can't be blind to the fact that I think there's a very real possibility that maybe that wasn't the right hire.
Yeah, just wrong guy for the team, for the time, the Rangers are in right now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But that's it in the comments, dude. We're all caught up.
And, there's a lot of stuff, we're going to talk about. But I did want to start. This was a hot button topic yesterday. If we could just take a quick trip to the world of the National Football League.
This kid is special, man. This. You didn't even think to do that.
Gonna run for it. He got it. And there he goes. Oh, the play of the year in the NFL. Throws intercepted by Surtain. Nobody's going to catch him. Jones to the end zone. Touchdown. Quincy Williams leveling Murray. There he goes. Jamar Chase. Not yet. Touchdown Bengals. Stafford. Williams. What a hit by Budda Baker. Budda Baker just saved a touchdown.
Right, so today's NFL segment is brought to you by Velvet Llama. Premium canned cocktails crafted by NYC bartenders with a playful spirit. Enjoy their award-winning espresso martini with Italian espresso and chocolate notes, the crisp mezcal meal with Nigerian ginger, or the spicy margarita with organic agave and jalapeno. These ready-to-drink treats are made with the finest ingredients. Grab yours at velvetllama.com and ride the smooth wave with Velvet Llama.
Very
and I
nice.
did see a couple more trickled in here.
Oh, really? Yes, you did, dude. Matt says, oh, my God, dude, the dog just sneezed 6 times in a row. Brian.
You know what a question I've always wondered? And 6 is a lot. But why does it seem like one sneeze is always immediately followed up by another? It's not too, like there are single sneezes, but I feel like most of them are doubles.
No, yeah, definitely. At least, exactly,
you know?
dude. Or at least at some point, you just still have that feeling lingering.
Yes.
Yes. I don't know what it is.
And also, I've heard it's terrible for you to hold in a sneeze. I wonder what the reason for that is.
I guess there's stress on the body. Not that I'm a doctor or anything.
Okay. Same thing with a cough, too?
I don't know.
No, because sometimes, like, with the sneezing and the coughing, like, I was at home. And listen, we get it. I'm sure your mother understands this. But, so I would, like, just because, I don't know. It's like I'm home. I just want to relax. And this is, like, middle school. Like, I'm playing Xbox or something. But when I would, like, cough a lot, my mom every second, Brian, you don't sound good. And, like, it's just like, can I just relax?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God. That's so funny. And then John Pollock here says, Artemi Panarin would look great in red. We know. Goon says, I was extending my hand on an olive branch to save my fellow New Yorkers, and slapped it away for blind Rangers loyalty. LOL, JK, love you guys.
Oh, sorry, no, finish.
Are we going to talk about the Bills are cooked and the Giants are the new Bills now?
I mean, we talked about Brady yesterday, but what I was going to say, and I know he was just joking about that, but it's funny when I saw Matt over the weekend. I don't know if he was, like, serious or not. You never know with him. But he was trying to say, And I mentioned this before, but I thought when he said it, he was kidding. But then he mentioned it again because with Mark, and he likes the Giants, but he was trying to say that he's a Giants fan now. And that just made me think of, like, again, Jets, wasted time.
Mm-hmm.
We know. It's different for you because you're newer, but yet I think you still feel the same way. It's like, I can't switch teams. I just cannot. I will never do that with any team.
Right.
I don't know. Even though it's like the Jets, what's the point? Like, I get that, but it just it doesn't feel the same. It feels like it, like unless you're there from the start, it doesn't feel the same.
Yeah, no, I totally agree, dude. Especially, I mean, I feel like if you're becoming a Giants fan now, I mean, that's kind of like.
No, and then it's funny though, because we went over this, but he had like the whole when we were in college, when Odell was at the top of his powers, and I was there for the one-handed catch on Sunday Night Football. He was like, dude, like he was kind of like riled for the Giants.
Yeah.
But then Odell goes to the Rams. Rams are good. Oh, I'm kind of a Rams fan now, and now he's going back to the Giants. It's just like, I get it though, because it's tough. Like, I don't know how I would handle the Yankees if they were like the Jets, but thank God they're not. But you kind of get it, but I don't know if there is such a thing. I don't know if we'll ever see it, but like, will it make the turnaround that much better, that much sweeter to be like,
Yeah, it would.
I didn't go anywhere.
Right.
I'm right here. Even Ira, who's irate and said that he watched the least amount of football ever. He was saying that on his call to Rick and Dave this morning because the Jets are just out of it and the other games don't matter, but he watches the playoffs. Even Ira. And he said he's giving up one of his season tickets because he's 71 years old and his wife doesn't want to go to all the games and all this stuff. So he might even completely give them up or just have one. So talking about somebody who's taking on the chin, but yet there he is. He's not going anywhere.
You know where he's from?
Staten Island.
Yeah, that's right, dude.
Don't ask a question that, you don't think I know the answer to.
No, I would hope that you know the answer. Speaking of Staten Island, my mother says, "Who is this guy?"
Do you know what she means?
I
don't know
maybe
if she's talking about
Goon or
Goon.
Matt or
I wasn't sure if she's talking about me with like the coughing and the sneezing.
maybe
my
you.
mom,
Yeah. Right. And then Ernie says, "My wife sneezes like 7 times in a row. I yell out, 'Will you die already?'"
That's hilarious.
I don't know if you had this, but I feel like when I was a kid in like elementary school, like people were saying how like if you try to hold your eyes open while you were sneezing, you would die.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude, that was like a big thing like in my school for a little bit.
Or
Like,
kind of like you look at the sun too long.
yeah,
Done.
blind,
Done.
You're out.
Eyes closed forever.
John Pollock says holding in a sneeze is dangerous because it traps high pressure air 5 to 24 times more than a normal sneeze inside the body.
Wow.
That does sound pretty painful.
Feels like it's going to give me a panic attack.
Honestly,
dude.
dude. Oh, man. Goon says, Brian, the Jets will not prosper as long as Joe Namath is out there. He cursed y'all.
That's
he
not
always says that.
true. It's not true. It's an incompetent owner, and we've seen them get close before, so that has nothing to do with it.
Ugh. Matt says 2 years ago I didn't sneeze for like a month. Called the doctor to ask if I'm okay.
Wow.
That is kind of wild, dude. And then he says I really like Ira. I hope I got a chance to meet him.
That would be cool.
That would be very nice.
And I
dude.
feel like he has to kind of follow the path of Richard from Manhattan. I know he went to an event last year. Everyone got to meet him.
Oh yeah, dude, that'd be nice.
Ira, come on.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'd love to do it.
I mean, Lake Cuomo's, hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah.
He can ride with us.
Yes. I will try to get his contact information.
Oh man, and then let's see. John Pollock says holding the sneeze, burst blood vessels, ear damage.
Jesus, dude.
All right, so watch out now. Goon says, Brian, almost every QB you've had since Joe Namath has either injured themselves or bailed. Tell me how it is. Sam Darnold doing?
Well,
Joe
I mean,
Namath's
I
curse
think
is real.
Sam Darnold, I think, is the obvious exception
Outlier.
to the norm, and I think it has more to do with you're selecting the wrong guys and you're surrounding them with the wrong people. I think that's the biggest thing. It almost feels like they're picking these quarterbacks blind, Tony. But I guess we'll see. How about Ernie here says, Tony, fuck the Mets, and Tony would never read it, so I'll read it for you.
That's
The
fine.
time and effort and dedication that Ernie puts into these comments. You have the audacity, Tony, to refuse to read them.
Goon says the wrong guys. He's in the Super Bowl.
But surrounded him with the wrong guys. I think that's the biggest problem.
He's about to have redemption story and win the Super Bowl and defeat the Patriots.
Yeah, he probably will. But good for him. I'm not tight. And speaking of that, before we get into the main event here that I wanted to talk about, they did announce yesterday, and we were talking about this before, but Tanner Engstrom fired. He was the OC last year, so going with a different OC. Looks like Glenn's going to call the play, so he's having trouble getting coordinators in. Wink was all set to go, but didn't like that Glenn would be calling the plays. It just seems like it's just, and Ira was saying it on the phone, he's like, I just want to wake up in 2027. Like, it just seems like next year is going to be a complete waste of time. Who are you going to get in to take that job? There was mentions of Frank Reich, the former, he was actually the interim Stanford coach this year, but then was with the Colts for 6 or 7 years and made it like 13 games with the Panthers before they fired him, which was kind of crazy. But has been known as a quarterback whisperer. Was on the Eagles staff. Kind of got Carson Wentz playing the best football of his career. We'll see what happens. But yeah, it's obviously setting up to be bad. But I'm excited for the draft. I want to see what they do. So we'll have to see what happens. And then he says he's about to have a redemption story and win the Super Bowl and defeat the Patriots. I love it. He says he respects Brian's loyalty. And then Ernie says the Jets pick stopping the Pats is hilarious. And he says, Goon, you subscribe. We live tomorrow. And obviously referring to the Peep Game podcast. So yeah, definitely if you're not subscribed, Goon, give that a listen. You got Ernie, you got Josh, you got Yak, and you have a unhinged Kev Do. So
Unhinged, yeah.
Definitely want to do that. And he says, send me a link. So good stuff there. But what I wanted to talk about, the big news yesterday, I know it was a hot button topic all over, sports talk, ESPN, all that stuff. But Bill Belichick not getting the 40 out of 50 votes required to get into the Hall of Fame on his first year in the ballot. And supposedly, Bill Polian, who was the architect behind the Peyton Manning years and the success that the Colts had, was, I guess, behind this. And he claimed that he did not remember if he voted for Belichick, which is obviously just an admission of guilt. And listen, he's getting up there, so you kind of got to give him a pass. But just what is your overall thought about Belichick not going in, on the first ballot, and this whole theory that Polian, was going around telling people not to put him in.
I mean, it's like kind of crazy if you think about it.
Middle school drama.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking about. Middle school lunchroom, snack time, cafeteria. Drama, dude. But I wouldn't put it past anybody, right? I mean, people hold vendettas, especially when you put them in a position of power such as that. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know some people feel a certain way about Bill. I mean, you think of like Spygate and Deflategate and all the things he went through his career. Fall off after Tom Brady left too. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's such a tough conversation because the Hall of Fame, it's almost like the same thing for the Baseball Hall of Fame. It's a steroid conversation. It's like you can sit here, we can compare people in the Hall of Fame now that are not as good as Bill Belichick. Doesn't have the accolades as him, and they're in the Hall of Fame, or vice versa. Right. I mean, so I don't know. It seems to be such a tough conversation to put, I guess your thumb on. But I will say, I mean, I think Dave said this morning. I mean, it's like he is one of the greatest coaches like ever to play the game. Like that is an argument. And so like, should he not be like a first ballot Hall of Famer? Like,
and also Ernie adds here, I think it's understandable his punishments for the scandals to miss out on the first ballot, which I actually agree with. And then also Matt says there's been first ballots that haven't done less and a lot worse than Belichick and got in. And then Goon said he's the greatest modern coach ever to play the game and the greatest offensive coordinator, but isn't he a defensive guy? He definitely is because he was a defensive coach. But I guess just, I don't know, just as part of his system. But he definitely was the defensive coordinator for the Giants.
There's no understanding of Brett Favre in there.
And he says no head coaches should be able to get into the Hall of Fame until Bill gets in defense. Yeah, he meant defense. But I just think I don't think there's any valid points here other than Spygate and Deflategate. And, this conversation would go around, when this stuff was happening. But if you think about it, with football, And sure, maybe stuff gets swept under the rug we don't know about. But why was it every time that there was a cheating scandal that the Patriots were the team? Every single time. And it feels like, too, whether it was Brady or Pats fans like Riley Souza,
Okay.
that you would ask about this, and they would get very defensive, very angry. And I was actually just talking about this with Carm yesterday. He's a longtime Giants fan, loved Belichick, was there with the Giants, and even before they ended up going with Harbaugh, earlier going on to last season, but he almost wanted them as a Giants coach because the success he had with Lawrence Taylor, all of that. But we both agreed it's like, but no one's making you be in these headlines for cheating. You're choosing to do that. So I mean, I have to ask the question, Tony. I mean, does that need to come into play here? Because it seems like a lot of people, especially the people that are, pounding their chest here, that this is an outrage and the Hall of Fame's a joke, like Adam Scheim this morning. I mean, is there something to be said that those things are true, and you want to, disregard the Deflategate thing and just thought that was kind of a witch hunt? I mean, the Spygate thing was real. They lost a first-round pick. They were taping other teams. I mean, it's like, were they just doing it there? I mean, supposedly this was happening all the way back in the 01 walkthrough for the Rams back in the day. And Spygate was during 07. So, like, it's like all those, a couple Super Bowls. Was he doing this the whole time? I mean, it does feel like that's something. And maybe it's just because, Spygate was almost 20 years ago. But is that kind of been swept under the rug? And is it a fair point?
I don't think it's been swept under the rug. I mean, like you said, it was 20 years ago, and it is being brought up now, so I think people are aware of it. But, no, yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, these are things that do constitute questioning whether or not this guy should be in the Hall of Fame because they, these scandals challenged the integrity of the NFL, the integrity of Bill Belichick, the Patriots as well. So it's like, yeah, dude, you want to look at these things, and you do look at each person circumstantial. I know, again, you're going to compare people, compare Belichick to other people getting in the Hall of Fame up and down here. But I don't know. I mean, I do still think, though, that the Hall of Fame committee, I mean, it still is kind of a load of nonsense. I mean, I think we've kind of established that throughout, multiple sports, is that
right.
it is like, because this argument comes up, I feel like, every year.
Right.
With baseball, with football, where it's like, oh, like, should this guy get in? I don't really know. Look at who has gotten in the past. Well, he did this. And it's like, I don't know, man. I mean, the way I look at like the Deflategate and shit like that, those scandals, even the steroids, like, he did pay the price. I mean, like you said, they lost the first round pick. If you do the crime, you serve the time. But then that's it. Then it's supposed to be kind of like forgive and forget. And then also, like, I mean, you let this guy go on to continue to coach throughout the NFL. So clearly, like, I don't know. I feel like those things almost should not come into play then. I mean, you gave the guy the pass. Like, he did it. You found out they lost the first round pick. His career went on. Like,
but what about just the fact that he deserves not to get in? Maybe the first time, maybe the first 2 times, maybe the first 3 times, but that he will get in. But because of that, that takes away his right to be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
I don't know. I mean, it's a tough call. Because I mean, again, you're punishing this guy again for something he did decades ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, and this is all. You know what else is true? Like, we talk about this in baseball a lot, but it's like, someone, it takes them 9 years to get in. So it's like for 8 years they weren't a Hall of Famer. Now, this year, they're in.
Yeah,
their stock went up. It's like after the college football season ends with the quarterbacks, like, the combine, and
right.
like, their stock's up. They haven't played a game, but their stock's up. So yeah, I think there is a lot of nonsense, little politicking, but I do feel like it is a fair question. Did this go on for the majority of his coaching career? Was he at an unfair advantage? And then as the years went on and he finished as bad as he did with the Patriots, was it because of that? And, does he almost get too much credit? I mean, obviously 6 Super Bowls, 2 as an assistant. But just the fact that I know, it's like, you take any great player away from a team, they're not going to be the same. But just the fact that, I mean, his record is awful, well under 500, all of the games he's ever coached without Tom Brady. I mean, does that also come into play here?
Yeah, no, I guess so. I mean, I guess technically, if you want to look at it like, oh, like Tom Brady left Bill, won a championship, Bill wasn't able to do that. Sure. But I don't think that's necessary. You think that's more of an indictment on him?
I do, because this is the rare case, because doesn't happen anymore. It might never happen again. But he was the general manager for all these years. So after that, he's bringing in the guys, and he was the one trying to push Brady out the door, which also, to me, credits his judgment. And it must have been an ego thing. But the fact that he couldn't wait to get rid of him, he wanted to get rid of him 3 years before he did, 4 years before he did. He wanted Jimmy Garoppolo to be the starting quarterback. And then the next year, you're saying for years that he's finished, to Kraft and others in the organization, and then he wins the Super Bowl? I don't know. It just feels like he lost something towards the end, especially with his evaluation. But was it more that Brady was just elevating the team so much?
So you think towards the end of his career, he coached his way out of the Hall of Fame?
Not out of the Hall of Fame, but I'm just saying there were marks against him. He was flawless with Tom Brady. But then it's like, we look at after that, and the first year, no playoffs, 7-9, 10-7 the following year with Mac Jones. They lose in the wild card game, 8-9, 4-13, fired. And one, or no, is it one or no? It might be no. Let me just make sure about this. One playoff win without Tom Brady his entire career.
That's not good.
4-8 last year in North Carolina. So I don't know. It's just kind of interesting. It's a case that we've never seen before, and I still just don't get the reason why I question too the whole, like, oh, he's the best coach of all time. And again, I guess coaching and general managing is separate, but the fact that with the Brady evaluation, and maybe that was just his ego, but that it got this bad. It's like, okay, he could not be the same dominant Patriots team, but be like a playoff team. The fact that it like fell off that bad, and then he's having Joe Judge and Matt Patricia be the offensive coordinator, like, what happened? You know what I mean? How does a great football mind allow that to happen, Tony?
So do you think he should be in the Hall of Fame?
Yes, but I think it's justice for him not to get in now. And I think he might have to wait maybe another year or two. But yes, he's Hall of Fame, but he's not. I think maybe the talk of him being the greatest coach of all time might be possibly overblown just because of everything I just said. I think that has to have some weight here.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. No, I mean, listen, you can't wrong. It's your opinion, sure.
But at the end of the day, I'm saying he's a Hall of Famer. But I just think it's right that he wasn't in, honestly. I don't think it's an outrage. And I think he didn't do himself any favor. The way he carried himself, too. Just like you're so, everybody's talking to him is so annoying. It's like, dude, like, what? Like,
No, yeah, I mean, especially, he has not been painted in a positive light the past couple of years, So.
And then, no pun intended here, but you think there's any chance that Kraft had a hand in this?
I don't know. Maybe, right? Maybe. I mean, they're not on good terms, so.
No, because he had the documentary, barely mentioned them. And I think it's just like, supposedly, like, there was a very tense meeting the year after when Brady won the Super Bowl. He's like, you fucking told me that he was finished?
Yeah. Oh, my God.
But that's very, it almost is like he's a little kid. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? He was so, like, just out and proving that he doesn't need Brady to win. And it's like, clear that he did. And I don't know, just that he was so bad at evaluating that quarterback position. I mean, I guess we've seen Mac Jones kind of have a renaissance, but this is the fact, too, that he was so arrogant that he thought two defensive guys or a special teams coach, a defensive coordinator, could be their offensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah.
Crazy.
That meeting must have been kind of wild.
Yeah.
Kraft and Bill.
Yeah. So I just think for somebody who has that title as the best coach of all time, there are some more black marks than you would see for someone who gets those accolades. I think there were a lot of missteps here.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess maybe in the grand scheme of his career, I don't know about a lot of missteps.
Well, Cleveland, disaster, and then the end in New England. And then obviously, I mean, it was 1 year, but, things aren't exactly peachy at Chapel Hill right now.
Oh no, not at all. I wouldn't even count that. I mean, I don't know. But I guess Ernie says he'll get in next year, just not first year. I agree with Barnes fully.
There we go.
How about that, dude? Patching things up.
And then
Goon thinks otherwise.
A lot of stuff here, but
Yeah,
I don't think it has
goes-
anything to do with me and the Jets. I mean, I feel like everything I said is fair, and I'm saying he's a Hall of Famer. But I just think
What
there
were
are
the
things
Jets?
that deserve to be mentioned that maybe don't always get mentioned.
Because he's saying we can't take Brian with a grain of salt. We know the Jets feel about the Patriots.
But I just think
Yeah.
cheating is cheating. I mean, it's like, why is it like,
Cheating is cheating.
and we're leaving some of the best baseball players of all time out of the Hall of Fame, but yet that can't be at least a reason why he's not first ballot. But it can't be a reason though. Like we're not allowed. I just think we have these things in life. You can't even ask the question. Like I just feel like it's like
it is pretty crazy though when you say it out loud. It's like this guy who's considered to be the greatest coach of all time is not a first ballot Hall of Famer.
yeah.
Like, isn't that crazy to say
But
that?
maybe there is some substance to it. That's all I'm saying. You're allowed to ask the question, and I think.
But they didn't ask the question. He's not. He didn't get in.
No, but
It
I'm
wasn't
saying,
just they asked the
but
question.
I
They said
think-
he's not deserving of the first round.
But what I'm getting at is like it wasn't publicly talked about until this came out yesterday.
Right.
But I'm saying it's like I think the questions were asked is what I'm getting.
Oh
at.
yeah, no, obviously. I mean, the guy didn't get in.
And then let's see. Oh, how about this? Breaking news. The Cleveland Browns are hiring former Ravens offensive coordinator Todd Monken as their new head football coach, per Adam Schefter. So Todd Monken, who was long rumored to go alongside John Harbaugh with the Giants as their offensive coordinator, is now the head coach of the Cleveland Browns. So the Giants all of a sudden are in the business of looking for an offensive coordinator. That's interesting. I think there's going to be, some upset Giants fans there. I mean, some other people thought, he couldn't make it with Lamar. But I think Todd Monken has a track record, what he did in college, what he did with Georgia, and to an extent what he did with the Ravens. I know last year wasn't great, but the year before was. So that's kind of interesting. So there was some talk on, it must have been either Boomer and Gio or Rick and Dave, but just that they were going to go with former Lions coach Jim Schwartz, who's their defensive coordinator and who had gotten some head coaching opportunities himself. But they go with Monken. So it's just interesting. I mean, we've seen the Browns fail at this so many times. Will they finally get it right? I mean, I think the roster has to do with it, but I don't know. To me, it kind of seems like a coordinator, not a head coach, but that's just me.
And don't you think, Cleveland, a tough situation to go into as well?
Shador, Pro Bowl quarterback now, though.
Yeah.
A lot of outrage there, huh?
Yeah.
As an alternate, 7 touchdowns, 10 picks, but guys injured. So, I don't know. That kind of caught me off guard because, like I said, it just seemed like Jim Schwartz was going to get the nod. And it opens up things for the Giants now. What will they do?
You don't like it?
At offensive coordinator. I'm going to say it doesn't work. First guess. But
First and guess.
I mean,
First impression.
that's like saying, it's not going to work for the Jets. Yes, we know it's the
First
Browns. They're the
ballot,
same. They're the same.
Not going to work.
That's the same thing.
Same thing.
And then let's see. As a Giants fan, we own the Patriots, so I feel like I'm able to view this in a more unbiased method than an original rival could. Bill Belichick is great amount of coaching in the NFL, even on Giants, even as a DC. He keeps saying offensive coordinator. I don't know why. He helped us beat the Bills and win a Super Bowl. They stole Monken. But again, Tony, I mean, I think you understand. Like, I'm not saying any of this because I'm a Jets fan. I'm just saying those are points that deserve to be brought up.
Well, yeah, they do. They are.
So interesting stuff.
It is interesting stuff, dude.
But
fascinating.
I guess that's really it. For the NFL as we inch closer to Super Bowl 60 in Santa Clara.
Yes, we do. Pumped.
But let's go to the world of the National Hockey League.
Speed, here he comes. McDavid shoots, top shelf, he scores! Captain with the overtime winner! That's the middle, quick, and Cameron. That's a world-class hit right here. Tomsky stepping, rink made the full split save.
Are you kidding me?
Turn, Side of the net, between the legs, and they score! Filthy! David Pasternak, the silver trophy to the Golden Knights!
We get into the NHL, I'm sure John Pollock and Goon ears perching. Obviously the big Ranger Islander game tonight at UBS.
That's
But last night, because I didn't look at things, how did we do with the picks?
Don't know. We're gonna find out now, though.
I had the Bruins.
You have the Bruins with the under, so that's 2-0.
Okay.
And then it looks like Buffalo with the over. Wow, dude.
4-0, but then I took the Red Wings, didn't I?
But then you took it says Dallas with the over.
6-0.
Here we go, dude. A 6-0
night. I cannot remember the last time I had one of those.
Neither could I, dude. And I had Florida with the under, dude. Not a good start.
But
right
had you
there.
said no deal.
And then I also took Minnesota with the over. All right, so we're evening things out here. And then Montreal with the over 1-1. So that's a 3-3 spot
So
right
a
there.
3-game pickup for me, and I think
games,
I'm
dude.
positioning myself pretty nice here now.
Oh, let's take it easy here.
Or no?
A lot left, dude.
Not that much, though, because the winter break is soon, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like next February 3rd, maybe February 6th.
Wow, so that's a quick pick segment, huh?
All right.
I'm going to start
looking.
looking up simulators.
46. Hold on now.
Hold on.
42, doing some math, and you're 49 and 39.
49 39, and you're what?
46 and 42.
Oh, so we were tied.
We were tied, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
hey,
Take it easy.
that's pretty good. Plus, I get the first pick today, which is great.
Plus.
Boy, I just saw this too. Rasmus Dahlin, 5 points last night, hat trick. That's kind of nuts.
That is nuts, dude. Good for him. He's from Sweden.
Sabres are on fire.
Mhm.
Leafs are a mess.
Leafs are a mess.
And then, a lot of talk about the struggling Canadiens last night, Tony. I mean, they're back, right?
Yeah.
Panthers, kind of ho-hum. And I'm surprised Corey didn't text me about this either. You see the Palat deal.
Andres Palat. Yeah, dude.
I don't know much about him, but it seems like he's been kind of disappointing, overpaid the last couple of years. He had to attach a third rounder to get rid of his contract.
Yeah, which is pretty crazy. Andres Palat is a 2-time Cup winner with the Lightning.
Okay.
And considerably good years. Has a lot of experience, obviously postseason. Career Lightning guy, I want to say. Obviously worked with the Devils after that. Has been disappointing though with the Devils. I want to say, I don't know. I mean, you're talking maybe 35 points, maybe like.
Okay.
So I don't know, man. I mean, I'd be curious to see what Corey thinks of it, to be honest, because it's like, I don't know. I mean, obviously, as the Islanders are trying to clearly make a push and add these, ancillary, tertiary pieces to the roster, whatever you want to say. I don't know if Palat's really that guy, to be honest. Like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're thinking, he brings experience to the team, specifically in the postseason, specifically in the Cup finals. Maybe could be good for a third line, fourth line goal or two in the postseason because of it. Sure. But you gave up some young defensemen, I think. I forget the guy Maxim something. I forget the guy had a weird name. I think only maybe 2 seasons in the NHL with the Islanders. Nothing crazy, nothing really that great to show for it. So I don't know. Maybe if you didn't really trust in that prospect or whatever, I'd say it's a good trade. I mean, I'm sure that experience will end up paying some dividends.
And how about this? So it's a third this year, a
Yeah.
sixth next year, and with Palat, and then they just get back, the guy, Maxim
Whatever his name is.
Isopokov.
Yeah.
But Islanders picking up the bill here. And then also he says, he did hear what we were saying here.
Mhm.
He texted me and says, the connection with Darch from the Lightning, I like it. Hate the contract, but we got a good pick with it. And he brings Cup mentality. But maybe
Yeah.
he means Maxim, I guess? Because they didn't get a pick, right?
I didn't think so. I thought it was.
But actually, I thought I did see that, but ESPN is not
thought-
saying that.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I saw the graphic. I'm pretty sure maybe there was a pick involved. ESPN sucks.
Yeah.
Dude. I thought it was like a screenshot of it. Hold on. Islanders. Oh wait, no. Wait, no, yeah. Islanders get Palat, 3rd round pick, and the 6th round pick for Maxim.
They get right. Okay, so I'm thinking Devils, right? So yeah, no, he's right about that. I don't know why I was getting confused there. So I guess actually that is a good trade. They get basically they're getting Susie for free, to pay Palat's contract,
Basically.
and they get a sixth.
Yeah.
So I guess it works out.
Watch out for Susie tonight, dude.
I don't get the whole thing with Susie. I don't know.
What do you mean?
I just don't get why he's valued. I feel like he's just beat.
I don't know, dude. Because you don't watch games, Brian.
Dude, you're not a hockey fan, bro. Right, bro?
It's too funny.
But anyway, yeah, Palat here, 34 years old, from Czechoslovakia. And I'm looking at this. Yeah, was with the Lightning from 2012 to 2021, 2022. And points the last couple of years, 23, 31, 28, and 10. So not a ton of production. But I guess a good depth move. They get the draft picks, right? I mean, so I guess you see it somewhat here.
Yes, no, I do see it somewhat here. I mean, again, Islanders moving themselves into position.
Okay? And I just wondered too, but do they have cap space to get other guys, or they're gonna have to trade some of their contracts? Right, because I mean, getting Susie and then getting Palat, right? I mean, that's a lot of cap space.
That is a lot of cap space. I'm not sure what their cap is at, to be honest.
Yeah,
maybe we can look it up here.
And then, by the way, Goon says we take the Islanders today. Anthony, before you slander my Islanders, remember y'all play us today and tomorrow. Y'all.
Are you all right? Projected cap. I guess they're $3 million over.
I wonder how that works.
Yeah, I don't know how that works, to be honest, dude. Projected cap space, negative 3.2 million.
Projected, maybe? That's why.
Maybe.
Allegedly.
Current cap space is $6 million, I guess. So, I guess that's what they have to work with.
Yeah. So, we'll see how that works.
Which isn't a lot.
I wonder if he's going to be in the lineup tonight. Maybe.
Right?
Right?
Probably not, dude.
No?
I'm
trying to think. Devils played last night, right? At home or no?
Devils played last night at home.
So he might. Different breed hockey players,
Yeah, I guess so.
Y'all, right?
Y'all know.
So we'll have to see. But and he says, don't you worry about the cap space. We
lifting the cup this year.
See, that might be an Islander fanboy, huh?
Yeah, it sounds like it, dude.
Huh? But it didn't seem like it was as much as first, and I kind of mentioned this to you already today, Tony. But it seems like people want Trocheck, and that is a very real possibility that he could be dealt.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. He was definitely. I know. I forget who I heard saying this, but they said that Trocheck. Maybe it was Rick and Dave. Maybe it was some MSG. I don't know. But they were saying how Trocheck wanted to stay. He was one of the players that have verbalized his wanting to stay in New York with the Rangers. So I don't know, dude. I think he'd be a good piece to keep around, but I don't know if the market is there for him. It's almost like you kind of do want to get rid of him and get some prospects, picks or anything like that. But again, I mean, I don't know, man. I'm still sitting here. And I'm of the ilk that Drury is not the best, or at least Mike Sullivan is not the best to be developing young players. Just because of
Gabe's game the other night, though.
That's great.
That's a development game.
Maybe Gabe may be an outlier. Perreault may be this guy who breaks the mold there, but that may be because of him, not necessarily because of Drury or Sullivan, I guess. Because again, I mean, the writings on the wall, the facts are out there with Rangers first round picks and what have happened to them,
right?
Over the past 8-7 years. So I don't know, man. I mean, it doesn't seem like we're gonna be living in a world where Drury gets fired.
No, Cashman-esque.
Which really sucks, dude, and. I don't know. I mean, I guess part of me at that point, the Ranger fan in me wants me to root for Drury to, turn a new leaf and stuff. But are we going to really mortgage some of the guys that are good now for a future that Drury can handle?
But I think
try it, just do it. Rip the Band-Aid off, dude. Just do it.
It's like the lazy conversation about oh, this team never wins, so they're not going to win. It's like It's hard to win. Only one team wins. So it's just like the same thing with assets, prospects. Just because they haven't worked out so far doesn't mean ones in the future can't. So I'm all on board. Let's set records for draft picks. Let's have an influx of talent.
Dude.
And let's turn into like the Buffalo Sabres.
Churn.
Or the Sharks.
The Sharks, dude.
You know?
Yes.
Right? I mean, that's what we need. Otherwise, what are we doing, dude?
No, exactly. What are we doing?
So.
And then if that doesn't work, then you got to fire Drury.
Right. And he says, my Islanders won 4 years in a row. Yeah, 50
All right,
years ago.
relax, buddy.
Or whatever. Not
that was
50,
in
but
80.
40.
Yeah,
it was 42 years ago.
42 years ago.
But anyway, we have 3 games tonight. So what I'm thinking is we'll each pick a game,
dude.
And then we'll, pick. We'll have a common.
We'll have a common game.
All right. So let's strike up the music. Another edition, Frozen Frenzy, and we're shooting right to UBS Arena.
Shooting. Oh my God, dude.
And we got the Islanders, we got the Rangers. The Rangers coming in plus 110 on the money line. The Islanders minus 130. And I've been telling Corey this all week, and I know, it doesn't help my case about the Ranger fandom and the Islanders and everything. Listen, I think to get excited about the overtime winner by Matthew Robertson against the Bruins the other night would be fool's gold, Tony. Wow.
Yeah, you're choking yourself up. Yeah.
No, come on. But yeah, I just think the Islanders way better. I think they're going places the Rangers are not. So every time it feels like the Rangers win, they follow it up with a clunker. And I think that's what happens here. So I'm going to say, give me the Islanders 5-3. I can see it being close. Rangers maybe down a goal, go empty net at the end, and then like a Matthew Schaefer empty netter to make it 5-3. So let's get the trades. Let's have Drury on the phone. Put the pie down. But this is the Islanders' night. This is Goon's night, Corey's night. So give me the Islanders and the over.
Islanders and the over. Wow, dude. All right. Next up here, I think it's pretty obvious where we're going. Let's go to Ottawa here. Avalanche visiting the Senators here. Senators 12-10-4 at home. Not great. 24-21-7. Also not phenomenal, but somewhat mirroring what their home record is like. So solid year for the Senators, I guess, pending some injuries, stuff like that. But obviously nothing too great. Avalanche, speaking of nothing too great, dropping 3 of their last 5, rebounding against Toronto. I think they won 4-1 a couple days ago. They used a little back-to-back wins here. I think they're going to get it, coming in at minus 148, over under 6.5. It's so tough. I mean, Senators could score too. I say Avs actually win this in a tight one. I do think Nathan McKinnon will be getting 90 points on the season after this game. He'll be netting a goal and assist here. 1 goal coming from the third period. The go-ahead goal makes it 4-3. Colorado moves on to 36, 6-9. Avs in the over.
All right, so the last game, the common game, I guess we'll just each, no restrictions on this one. Say what you feel.
No restrictions.
So if it's similar stuff, it still counts as the record.
You are good to go.
But I am good to go with the Columbus Blue Jackets here hosting the Flyers. You got the Jackets minus 142, over under 6.5. I've been down on the Flyers all season. Zegras this, Zegras that. I just don't think they're a good team. And maybe the Blue Jackets aren't that much better, but they are better, and they are at home. So I like the Blue Jackets and the under. I'm going to say they win. Let's go 4-2. So Columbus and the under. What do you think?
It's a great question, dude. What do I really think about this? Columbus, yeah, definitely playing better hockey. Winning 4 of their last 5 games, outscoring their last 2 opponents 9-5. First time playing the Flyers. Mentioned Flyers fraudulent. I'm like, I don't know. Do I think Columbus is going to win? Yes. But do I take the Flyers just for the hell of it sort of deal?
Yes.
I don't know, dude. Why? Yeah, I guess so. Give me Vladar, I guess. Did you have the under or the over?
The under.
Under. I wrote that down. Under. All right. I guess I'll do Philadelphia and the under. Then I do like the under here on the 6.5. Vladar, Greaves, even Merzlikins, who'll be starting for Columbus probably. Yeah, I guess Flyers. Yeah, I'll say Flyers 4-2. So that is on the under. I was gonna go over. That's it. Flyers under.
Just like that, your Frozen Frenzy here on a Wednesday. So short slate. I feel like Tony is still a little irate that I decided to go with the Islanders there.
I'll be rooting real hard for the Rangers.
If you were betting, though, you would still bet the
I'm
Rangers?
going to bet on the Rangers tonight.
Really?
Man. Yeah, it's it.
The odds.
Yeah.
Now, solo bet, parlay.
I don't know. I may just do money line straight
Okay.
up, dude.
All right.
Why you would do the parlay with the shots on goal?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe I will.
Hopefully, it's a good game. They haven't been so far this year,
No, that's for sure, dude.
but let's see what happens. But let's strike up the music and do another edition of the Immaculate Grid. Yankees
Grid.
and Mets in town.
And Mets. Dude.
So we love to see that.
Hold on.
That's for sure.
Get the music up.
Get the music up.
Share the screen.
Share the screen.
You want to do your Yankee column first?
Sure. Why not? Right.
All right then. What do you
Yankees
got?
Twins. LaTroy Hawkins.
LaTroy Hawkins. LaTroy. No? There it is. Oh, because he's with the capital T.
Yankees Tigers. Shane Green. E.
Sean.
It's definitely Shane. But
No, it is Shane.
and then former Yankee #1 overall prospect, Estevan Florial.
Wow, that's a good one. Where is he now?
I don't know.
Cleveland?
Let's see. Where is he?
He's got the Cleveland hat on. With Cleveland.
Is he with Cleveland?
2024.
He might be out of the league right now.
Oh, wow,
Let's go to the
dude.
overview, though, see what he did in the minors last year. Boy, that's odd. Last game in the majors was 2024. And then why is the overview not...
Florio overview.
Well, where's the minor league?
Full site menu.
I don't see the minor league stats.
Major leagues, playoffs. Yeah, no, I don't see minor league stats either.
I'm going to try to look that up.
Yeah, I'll start doing the Mets column.
Yeah.
Mets Twins, a classic, Rich Hill.
There we go.
So I was thinking, Tigers, Mets. Normally we do Zach Short, bang, Sacred Heart alumni. But we could do him for Tigers third base.
Okay.
So, all right, you want to do that? And then I'm pretty sure we could do a Marisnik spot. 0.3, Jake Marisnik.
Oh, and I can shed some light here. So last season, he split between the KBO and the Mexican League and hit 274, 14 home runs, 815 OPS. So maybe
Interesting.
he will get an invitation to spring training. Maybe some depth for the Mets. Who knows?
Maybe, dude.
Third base for the Twins. I'm
Twins.
thinking Gio
Urshela. 2%.
And you know who I think
nice.
is a good one?
Third base
outside, Miguel Andujar.
And Duhar.
And
Bang,
there
dude.
we go with a 7.
7?
I think we did have a 4 or a 3. We had something like that before. This
Really?
is not our lowest. We're that good.
This
We're
is
that
not our
good.
lowest? Are
That's
you
a
sure about that?
compliment to us, Tony.
A compliment to us, dude.
Yes.
7.
7.
That's what happens when you put Mets and Yankees in the same column.
That's it.
But now we go to the gridiron
The
here.
10,000 passing yards. This could get a little hairy.
This could get hairy.
But we will make our way through here. So 10,000 passing yards, Patriots, Doug Flutie.
Doug Flutie. Flutie. 2% Flutie.
Okay, and then we go to Seattle. Let's see what we got here. I was just trying to think about,
Russell Wilson.
yeah, but really actually Geno Smith.
Geno Smith has it, you think?
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, I feel like he's going to be less than Hasselbeck and Wilson, so just go with Gino.
Hasselbeck. All right. Gino. 13% for Gino.
And then we need 10,000 for the Chargers. Let's go Tyrod Taylor.
6%.
Okay, and then let's see. Colts Pats. Is it a Vinatieri spot? Is it a Gilmore spot? Let's see what 15. I'm just trying to get creative here. Also, I think I actually do have this. I just want to make sure I'm right about this. I might not be. Let's see. Okay, no. Okay, good thing I checked that.
Wow.
Colts the tight end.
Wow, Riddich confirmed for tonight.
How about that?
Just right now.
Wow, right
now, Goon. Riddich is going down.
How about that? Let's see. All right, well, I guess go with actually, let me just check one more thing. I know it's just one more thing, right? Just a bit outside. Just a bit outside. Okay. All right. You know what? Just go Vinatieri. I'm gonna just take a chance because Gilmore was 15%.
Where we going?
Pat's Colts.
Pat's Colts. Vinatieri.
Just do Adam V and then it'll come
Adam V. 52%.
Oh man, one of the biggest snafus of my career, Tony. I do apologize for that.
That's all right,
I do. Colts, Seahawks. Robert Turpin.
Colts Seahawks. Robert Turbin.
Yes.
2% for Turbin.
2% for Turbin. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. So, Pats, Bears. Everybody's just so high these days.
Everybody's high.
Everybody's hammered. Okay, for Colts and Chargers, you could do Michael Badgley.
Michael Babchick. Badgley. 1% for Badgley.
Okay.
Where do you go to college?
I don't know. Where did he go? Miami.
From Summit, New Jersey.
There you go.
Fucking looks like he's from Summit. Fucking loser
Chargers,
guy, dude.
Bears.
Stupid
I'm
town.
trying to think if there's any like backup.
Heineke. No. Bridgewater.
I don't know. You know what? Just go Bears, Seahawks, Brandon Marshall.
17.
And then Bears, Patriots, Brian Hoyer.
Brian Hoyer. 17% for Hoyer.
And then Bears, Chargers is I guess look it up.
Bears, Chargers. Oh wow. Couple guys. Oh, a guy we should have known. Let's see. This is interesting. All right, this is a guy, dude. I wonder if this is gonna be a lot. I don't know. He's currently a coach in the NFL. He was a quarterback. was drafted in 1987.
Not Harbaugh. Jim?
Jim.
I thought that, but I don't know. I thought I was getting him confused with McMahon.
Do you want to do it? It'll be high.
Just go with it.
There's other guys if you want to try.
I mean, anybody that you think I would know?
That you would know, definitely.
Who are they?
All right, we got a wide receiver here who was drafted in the 3rd round 2013 by the Chargers out of California.
Keenan Allen.
Yeah.
But go with McMahon, actually, because Keenan Allen is going to be... I know, we've done it before. It's high. Just go with Jim Harbaugh.
Jim Harbaugh. All right. $5%
Okay.
for a 115 as we now hit the
hardwood.
Josh B.
Wow.
Yeah, like that.
All right. So,
Estevan.
Warriors, Cavs, Andrew Bogut.
Andrew Bogut. 6% for Bogut.
Okay, and let's see the Bucks and the Cavs. We could do Matthew Dellavedova.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Okay.
27%
jeez,
for
okay.
Dellavedova.
And then the Hall of Fame for the Cavs. I might have to think about that, or no, Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne. $30%.
Tony Kukoc for the Bulls Hall of Fame. I think it's TONI.
Wow.
2%. Okay.
Coach.
The Spurs. Let me just think about this for a second. Manu Ginobili. Okay.
6%.
Let's see. Warriors, Bulls, and Warriors, Spurs. Let's see. Bucks, Bulls.
No help from the
Captain
comments.
Kirk?
Captain Kirk and Mr.
No.
Spock.
No, there's who am I?
Who am I?
Drummond. Bulls. Trying to think. Depth pieces.
A depth piece, dude. Off the bench. Bulls, Warriors. You're thinking.
Okay. Spurs,
Valanciunas.
Warriors. You could do David Lee.
$11%.
Okay. And let's see. Warriors, Bulls. Backups. Not Seth Curry. Not Kyle. Was Kyle Korver on the Bucks?
Alex
Maybe he was.
Caruso.
You're dead nuts, Kyle Korver. You're a big Alex Caruso guy all of a sudden.
I do like Alex Caruso.
And then let's see the Spurs and the Bucks. I don't think Danny Green was on the Bucks, right? No. I don't think any Tyus Jones, not Brooke Lopez, not DeJuan Blair, not DeRozan. I don't think Patty Mills was on the Bucks.
The Matrix.
No.
Sean Marion.
No. You know what? Look up
Sam
either
Cassell?
one of them.
All right,
Yeah,
I'll
I
do
don't think
Bulls,
so.
Warriors first. Warriors. All right, we got Bulls, we got Warriors, we got one guy is super obvious.
Stay away from that.
All right. You know this guy.
This is a guy.
This is a guy, 18th overall pick, 07, by the Golden State Warriors out of Italy. 07 and 09 with the Golden State Warriors, then went to Toronto in 2010, 2011 and 2012, New Orleans, Chicago in 13, with the Spurs in 14 and 15.
The Italy thing's throwing me off. Pinelli or whatever? Marco Pinelli? Is that what it is?
Marco. No, you basically got it.
Yeah.
Bellinelli.
Bellinelli. Okay.
Yeah.
How about that, though?
How about that,
That's
dude?
the type of knowledge you don't get
Italian
everywhere.
roots.
The Italian
dude.
stallion.
0.8
All right,
for
let's-
Marco Bellinelli.
Spurs Bucks. What do we got?
All right, Spurs Bucks. What do we got? Let's go. Wow, couple guys. Couple of guys, dudes. Let's see, dude. I mean, I'm just trying to. Not a lot of guys that are recent. Some guys that are really recent. I mean, I don't know if this is gonna be a lot, but this is a guy, okay, Hall of Famer, 3rd overall pick in 01 by the Hawks, out of Spain.
Hall of Famer?
Hall of Famer, debuted with the Memphis, it looks like, from 01 to 08, and then played for the Lakers in 07. Yes. It was too much? Yeah.
Wait, he was what? That doesn't. I don't think that's right. You're saying Pau Gasol played for the Bucks and the Spurs?
Obviously San Antonio. 2016 to 2018 with the Spurs, and 19. Excuse me. And in 2019 he was traded to the Milwaukee Bucks.
Wow,
3 games.
I
played.
guess. Yeah. Okay. I guess because he no, but if
You
you
think I'm
look at
fucking
it,
lying? You think I'm a fucking liar, dude? Call me a liar?
I had to say I don't know. I guess I was still watching basketball then. I can't. Great call there. Go with it. I don't know. I just don't think of Pau Gasol on either of those teams. That's nuts.
That is nuts.
Good call. Good call.
Let's see what it is. Is it not just loading? Oh, there it is. Pau Gasol for 13%, giving us 103. Brian, as we now, which we're doing fine, dude. No help here. We've been left out to dry.
Don't pay
dude.
attention to us, everybody. Right? We're just here.
Yeah, right.
We're-
Goon,
just continue
forget
on.
it, dude.
The hockey.
Oh boy.
What do you think about this one?
Isn't,
First
this isn't
glance.
terrible.
Okay.
Because you think Kings, Sharks, think Tyler Toffoli, right? The Wild
There
may
we
be
go.
a little bit of a problem. Some of these may be high, 24%. Oh man, dude. Kings Wild, Darcy, I guess. You could also do Cam Talbot, Darcy or Cam Talbot. You think Darcy would be less?
Darcy would be. I think Talbot. Who thinks?
Yeah, Talbot's always pretty
Yeah.
low, 10%, pretty solid. And then for Kings assists, I mean, you're thinking like Stanley Cup winning defenseman. You're thinking like a Drew Doughty scenario.
What about Byfield?
Quinton Byfield, I don't think he had 50 assists.
No. Okay.
Let's do Drew Doughty. I feel like it's probably our best bet, other than doing like a Kopitar, dude. There we
Okay.
go, missing the teeth, 8%. Sharks Lightning, Barclay Goudreau.
I think that's a good one.
That's probably gonna be high. I mean, it's the only one I know. I think off the top of my dome right now. 28. Dead Nuts is going to be tough. Tampa Bay, I mean, 50 assists. 50 is a lot, dude. I know St. Louis did it.
Kucherov is 35.
You think St. Louis is less than that?
I think he's more.
But think about it. Stamkos is probably going to be high in there.
Fine, just go St. Louis, actually. Nice.
15. There we go, dude.
And then the Hurricanes.
I'm trying to think, dude. Sean Burke.
Sebastian Aho's 32.
For the assists?
Yeah.
We can do your boy, Eric Stahl.
Yeah.
That'd probably be less.
The hockey knowledge, Tony, I have to say. The fact that you know that, it's very impressive.
Oh, thank you, dude.
It really is.
Kudos
to you, dude.
I try. I've been watching hockey a lot of years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. These last three are gonna be tough.
Wild Lightning. Feels like a goalie.
No, I think there's gonna be goalies for both of these teams, to be
Gustafsson, I
honest.
feel like.
Really? For
what goalie is Goose? Is it Eric or no? That's
Eric.
the defenseman.
Eric,
Eric's a goalie.
Eric is the defenseman.
So there's a goalie that
Philip Gustafsson, right? On Minnesota.
Patrick Maroon for the Tampa Bay Wild. Thank you, Corey.
Oh, that's a good call. Pat Maroon.
That's a Tony guy.
That is, dude. Shit, dude.
Now
That's
he's
all
never
right.
gonna give us another one again.
No. That's fine. That's fine.
It's
There
fine.
can't be a lot of guys there,
Wild? No, he
dude.
didn't play on the Wild.
Antti Raanta. I don't think so. He played for Carolina.
Okay.
What else you got there for Carolina there?
Let's see.
Obviously you have. Oh, you know what? Nedeljkovic. Alex Nedeljkovic for Sharks. Hurricanes. Bang! Wow, 4%. Pretty low, dude.
Okay, there's a bunch of guys.
For Wild Hurricanes?
Yeah.
Goalies?
Other guys too. One guy, longtime Hurricane, just switched teams.
This is a goalie.
No,
Oh.
forward, offensive forward.
An offensive forward, longtime Hurricane, just switched teams.
Well, actually, I guess he's played both defense and right wing.
Really?
Yeah. Kind of odd.
What's he on now? He's on the Wild now?
He's on Colorado now. He was on Carolina for 3 seasons. Longtime Shark.
Oh, longtime Shark.
Yep. First round, 2003. Big beard.
First round, 2003. Big beard, like a Brent Burns?
Yeah.
Brent Burns on the Wild?
Yeah. 7 seasons, Tony.
Wow. 23% due for a 157.
A 157. So I think successful grits. I don't think there's any denying that.
Oh, yes.
But obviously, it's in the title. We haven't talked about it yet. But we do have not only Brooks Koepka's return to the PGA Tour.
That's right.
For the first time in 5 years. But we do have the return to Torrey Pines. And actually, it's been under a year because if you remember, they moved the Genesis to Torrey Pines last year. So we had 2 tournaments there last year. But back to one. We know the drill here. Each player, the first 2 days of this tournament, get a round at the North and the South course. This has been definitely a popular player event, especially because, it's not even a signature event, but yet still gets a big crowd. The purse is, despite not being a signature, is $9.6 million. Winner gets 1.728. A Tony favorite, Harris English, last year, 8 under par, won this tournament.
Win.
You had Pavone in 24 at 13, Homa at 13 and 23, Luke List 15 and 22, Patrick Reed 14 under in 2021, and Mark Leishman 2020 15 under. So moderate scoring here. Obviously, the South much tougher than the North. So there's talk about the draw, the weather. The weather, actually, which I'm kind of interested. I haven't looked that up in a little bit. So I want to just take a look what we got at La Jolla, California here for weather starting tomorrow. Looks pretty good. Highs of 72, 75, 75, and 70. First 3 days, abundant sunshine. Sunday, partly sunny. That's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, dude. It sounds like everyone's actually pretty pumped for this tournament in San Diego.
I'm going to watch a lot of this. You could book that. The primetime viewing window is great. The golfers here, you got Schauffele, number 6 in the world, Spahn, number 7, Rose, number 10, Harris English, number 11, looking to defend, Alex Noren, number 13, Keegan Bradley, number 15, Matsuyama, 16, Goddard 17, Ludwig Aubert, 19, Cam Young, 20. You also got Mav McNeely in at 22. We know about Brooks Koepka, the San Diego native himself, Jason Day, who just had a runner-up finish last week. He's 33rd in the world at the moment. You got Andrew Novak in here, Rasmus Højgaard, Wyndham Clark, Ashke Bahatia, Adam Scott, Michael Thorbjornsen. Obviously we mentioned Brooks. Pretty deep field here, Tony, right?
I would say very deep field. Definitely deeper than last week. That's for sure.
So I'm really pumped for this.
Yeah, me too,
I
man.
think this is going to be one of the top non-majors of the season. This tournament's been around since 52. So that's a long time. And you look at the numbers on the courses and the reason for the difficulty, the South is actually over 500 yards longer at 77.65. The North coming in at 72.58, and both are a par 72. So a lot to take in here. But if you had to say, what's a winner, what's a sleeper? What are you thinking here?
Man, it is tough, dude. It's funny. I was looking at Jason Day because of his level of play last week.
You hate Jason Day, though.
But I do hate Jason Day. Don't like. But I was thinking, do I give him like one shot? Like maybe I'll bet on him
one time
and see like what happens, dude. Dude. I don't know, dude. I was watching, and I kind of hate to pick favorites though.
But you took one last week, and you're about to take Xander now.
That's what I was thinking, dude. Because like I was, watching a lot of like pre-tournament like pressers and stuff like that yesterday, and Xander just, he's from San Diego as well. The native just became a new father, making the debut this year. 10-time PGA Tour winner. Like it just seems like it's lining up for a Xander victory. And as much as I would love to give Jason Day an opportunity here, to be a golfer that I enjoy, I think I will take Xander. I will take the favorite. I say he's going to have a day, pretty pumped. Wife, child on the green, 18th green as he takes his final putt. I can see it now on Sunday. So give me Xander winning this one. I'm going to say 12 under. Everybody has a good day, elevated field, elevated level of play. And Brian has a great time, watching the scenery, dude.
Yeah.
And I guess, I don't know, for a sleeper, I mean, I don't know. Can Koepka be a sleeper? I mean, I feel like he's not really
yeah. I mean, his golf ranking would suggest.
Plus 6,000, right? I mean, or is that kind of
No. I honestly might have done it, but that's good. It's keeping me on my toes. So.
All right, good. Yeah. Then why? You're expecting Koepka to win?
Not to win, no.
I'm telling you right now, he's not winning. Talk about pressers. I mean,
I think he's gonna do well though.
I don't think so.
But didn't you just take him as your sleeper?
Yeah, sleeper. So I'm not expecting him to do well. He's my sleeper pick. I'm throwing him a bone.
Well, there is a world that we live in where he does do well. That's what you're saying, though.
I don't think it'd be the world that we're living in on Sunday. I don't.
But anyway, Tony, nonsense aside, I'm gonna go with Aubert winning this one. And I am going to say he will win at 15 under par. And he did win the Genesis that was here last year. So I think that's a good pick. One of the top young up-and-coming golfers. And then as a sleeper, a little more difficult with this. But I am going to go, after a strong showing last week, Will Zalatoris.
Oh, there we go. I like that.
Good story. Coming back from the back injury, major medical extension.
Yes.
So yeah, let's say if Zalatoris wins, he's on a bender and wins at 17 under. How about that?
You think maybe Jason Day, top 25?
Jason Day, yes.
Top 10.
Put in your ticket for Jason Day. Go with it. Actually, yeah. I like a top 10.
Wow.
But if you want to go conservative, go top 25. Koepka to make the cut. I think that's a good bet.
Yeah.
And then kind of different with the TV coverage. I guess ESPN maybe just wanted to pick up some content, take advantage of Brooks Koepka being back on tour. And I mentioned this yesterday, but starting at 12 to 3, they'll be on regular ESPN as well as ESPN Plus, of course. And that will take you into the coverage from 3 to 7 on Golf Channel. So that's some great viewing starting tomorrow night. So I'm definitely going to be keyed in here. And then we got marquee groups, feature groups on ESPN Plus, 12:30, Xander Schauffele, Spawn, and Harris English. The late group, Aubert, Koepka, Homa, Schauffele, and Spawn. So that is going to be a power double group there. So coverage everywhere you could ask. So you love that. And I can't wait for this tournament.
Yeah, dude, should be dope. Should be dope, dude. Torrey Pine.
Yes. And I know Jordan's played there before. Pooch has played there before. One of my old buddies, Connor, has played there. So I definitely want to get out there, especially if you're a resident. I think you're paying $60, Tony. Pretty sure Pooch, too, shot in like the 80s, like something ridiculous.
Really?
Yeah.
There you go, dude.
So I think because of the wide open course, but I'm sure the greens are tough. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. So that's what we got for the golf. No leaderboard update tomorrow, but we'll talk about that extensively Friday, especially with no football. We're not going to talk about the Pro Bowl. And then the last order of business here, UConn 87-81, parlaying a 4-point halftime lead into their 20th win of the year, 20-1, Tony, 10-0 in the Big East. Yet another closer than anticipated. We talked about that 15.5-point spread yesterday. But win's a win, undefeated in conference play, about all you could ask for the UConn Huskies. And you look at it last night, leading the way in scoring. Kind of a balanced attack last night, but you did have Terrace Reed, 19 points, 6 rebounds, had 4 blocks. So UConn always that rich history, shot blocker, strong post play. The Michigan transfer doing a lot of that. Alex Caravan reminded us of why we hated him last year. 3 of 14, 8 points, but did have 9 rebounds and 7 assists. And then you had Damari. He's had a solid year, 15 points, the transfer from Georgia. Solo Ball, that inconsistent 3-point shooting, 2 of 10 from 3-point range, 5 of 18 from the floor, but did have 17 points. And then Raibi and Malachi Smith, and you usually don't get them producing off the bench. They had 14 and 12 respectively. So all in all, great stuff for UConn. Providence continues to be in shambles. Didn't get a text from my mom about it. Surprise, surprise, right?
Wow.
Now 9 and 12, and I would pretty much
Silence.
say a guarantee to be fired at some point. And speaking of Butka, it was kind of interesting. So he sends the apology text. Haven't heard from him since. And then Jimmy, in our group chat, just the 3 of us, asked me about going to a Yankee game next year. I'm like, yeah, sure. Michael, nothing. Radio silence.
Wow, dude.
But I feel like he would go. Especially, he would be too jealous. Me and Jimmy at a game.
Definitely.
Right? I mean, he'd have to be there. So
Yeah.
kind of was interesting. But next up, the Huskies will be at Creighton. So that's 3 days from now. So that would be on Saturday at 8 o'clock, right? Because 29, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah. And let's see here. Creighton this year is 12-9. So that should be a game you win. But these road conference games, aren't a joke either.
That's right.
And then looking at the college basketball slate tonight, I believe the Johnnies, Michael Bucka's Johnnies, in action, have really rebounded since that rough non-conference start to their season. 15-5, 8-1 in the Big East. They're 12.5-point favorites at Madison Square Garden against Butler.
Hey.
You got Houston and TCU. That's a 9 o'clock tip-off. ESPN2, by the way, St. John's and Peacock. Houston, 7.5-point favorites. You expect them to roll. Kelvin Sampson does a great job there. Mike White, fresh off that championship last year.
White.
Head coach of Florida, Tony, an SEC matchup at Colonial Life Arena in Columbia, South Carolina. And you have Florida, 12.5-point favorites there. The Knicks did win in Sacramento yesterday, but kind of was a humdrum type of effort there. but they do win by the final score of 103-87. So, good to get another, I think it's 3 in a row now after that real rough stretch. And then I believe tonight you got Lakers Cavs. That's 7 o'clock on ESPN. Cleveland 2.5-point favorites there. Choker's been texting me a lot about it. Feels like maybe LeBron's on the way out. The tension with Jeannie Buss, who is on the way out herself as a part owner of the Lakers. Knicks are in Toronto, so a back-to-back. We'll interesting to see if any rest is to be had there. But the Raptors, 1.5-point home favorites there. Kind of feel like, Scotty Barnes. I could see the Knicks. They haven't been impressing me despite that 3-game winning streak. So I like the Raptors there. We'll see what happens. I always think Raptors-Knicks back to Jeremy Lin hitting the game winner way back when. And then other than that, that's really it. No matchups to really of note there. Joe Lombardi, grandson of Vince. Was fired by the Broncos as OC. Kind of a scapegoat, Peyton, kind of a Belichick type of move. And then, University of Nebraska yesterday had a 24-game winning streak. We mentioned 20-0. They did cover that spread, but they did lose to Michigan yesterday. And then I know you're big on the college football here. The University of Miami poaching Duke quarterback Darian Messiah.
Wow. That a big deal?
And I guess there was a settlement dispute because he had committed back, and they tried to prevent him from transferring, contract law, all this stuff. So Miami going the route of the transfer quarterback once again. So the mess that college sports are. But yeah, that's really it. It's kind of nuts too. 1 week from today, not 1 week, 1 month from today, 6:30 a.m. flight, JFK, Tampa,
down to Florida,
Yankees, Lightning. I really would love to see you at the Mark Club there in Tampa with the 2-level food, the drinks.
Oh my!
It would have to be a right 20, right?
Oh yeah,
drinks.
dude, absolutely.
Dude, within the half hour after the game, staying over. You would just be like,
dude. Yeah. That sounds so sick, dude.
Yeah, we're pumped for that.
Oh yeah.
But a lot between now and then. But I have to say, a great show today. And Buttoned up and Gaming Corner tonight.
Gaming Corner tonight, 7 p.m. sharp, running it back.
Get your Game Boys ready.
Let's go.
Pokemon, Greenwood, Theophil.
That's right, dude.
Spot.
The usual suspects.
Joey's really been ripping these late-night gaming corners, huh?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, him and Mike have been doing a lot of Fortnite at night.
Yeah.
Which has been great.
But he's got that, like, what type of camera would that be? I don't know, just solo shot or whatever. I mean, what would you? I'm saying I just keep seeing.
He's got the one camera setup. Yeah.
I don't know. I thought there was like some fancy jargon that you would say, the XLR, something like
jargon,
that. But
dude.
7 Sharp pizza or
7 Sharp. I don't know. Mike brought in some leftover pasta.
Okay.
So that maybe in the cards.
Maybe some salad in the fridge downstairs.
Maybe some salad in the fridge downstairs. So we'll see what happens. Maybe just one pie with the pasta.
Are you trying to keep it light?
Well, if he's a pasta too, you don't want to like have too much.
I know, but usually you're all. I mean, I could eat anything, drink anything, right?
Yeah, no, true. I don't know. We'll see.
All right, 7 o'clock.
Dude.
Check it out.
Sharp.
You would imagine too. Josh B at that point would be rescued from corporate America.
Yep.
We'll see. But yeah, great show today. Really appreciate everybody who tuned in and continues to comment, like, and subscribe. All of the archives on the YouTube page, Tony, Michael, Renee, and Jay Kotz in the merch at DowntimeTV.com. Want everybody to enjoy the day, enjoy the games. Let's go Rangers, and we will see you mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.